What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Southern Roots podcast. Happy 4th of July.
That's right.
Go America. If you don't love the country, probably listen to the wrong podcast. But before we get into everything this week, let's plug the social media real quick.
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, an Instagram, and a TikTok. Y'all go like, follow, subscribe. Give us some interaction. It'll be greatly appreciated. Also, like the podcast and give us a comment on that. I never asked for that, but usually that's probably what like the actual platform you're listening on, shoot us a comment. That'd be appreciated.
Can you comment on that?
I don't know. Subscribe to it at least. You can definitely subscribe.
Subscribe to it for sure.
It don't cost you nothing.
It don't cost anything. It's absolutely free. I do find myself since starting all of this,
subscribing to more people.
Yeah.
Me too.
Especially with if I just watch one video, I don't usually subscribe. But if I'll sit there and I watch 3 or 4 videos or something like that, I'll subscribe to them.
Yep. I'm the same way.
It's free. It does nothing to you. It don't hurt you at all.
Nope.
It literally only helps them. So why not?
Yeah, if I enjoy it, shoot them a like, shoot them a subscription.
Yep. A lot of times I forget though because I watch it on my TV and it just doesn't show it.
It makes it more difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
that's facts.
But yeah. So we're technically on the 6th now, but yeah, we have 4th of July weekend. It was a busy weekend. I'm not gonna lie. I was able to get 4 days off this week though. Thursday and Friday this week.
There you go.
So that was nice. I talked the guys into staying late. I said, look, I got 2 jobs to get done the rest of the week. One of them was supposed to take 2 days. I said, we can stay till dark today and get this one knocked out and do the other one tomorrow and be done on Wednesday. And I'll pay y'all, I'll give them whenever we get done, I'll give you an extra day.
There you go.
And they're like, that's a bet. We don't get paid days off, so I'll take a paid day off. I was like, all right. And we busted it out. So we were able to take off Thursday and Friday, which was nice. It's good to not, most of the time when you take a day off, there's something already, you're doing something. So
facts.
It was nice to just be able to kind of
chill,
have a day off and do nothing really.
Yeah. Yeah. I had like a low-key weekend. We rode the buggies a lot this weekend. That's what we mainly kind of did. We, Thursday night, we rode the buggies, because we were off Friday. We weren't off Thursday, but we were off Friday. So Thursday night, we rode the buggies. Friday, rode a little bit, just me and my wife, and then we rode a good bit today, Sunday.
Yeah.
So
that's what's up. Did y'all watch fireworks?
I'll be honest. I was in bed by 10 o'clock on the 4th. I was beat.
I heard that.
I was so tired.
100%. Buddy, so so I said we didn't have anything to do. We did stuff, but it was nothing like you had to wake up and really do.
Yeah, just get to sleep in a little bit, just chill.
So
nothing was pressing. Right. It's always great.
So Thursday we went and every year, if we're in, a lot of times, normally we go to the lake if the 4th of July is on a weekend. We'll go, we would have went Thursday after work, stayed up there Friday, Saturday, and come back Sunday. But this year we waited too long to try and book a camping spot at the campground, and it was all booked up. And then every Airbnb we tried to find there wasn't nothing available.
Yep.
So we wasn't able to go to the lake this year on the 4th. So if we're not if we don't go to the lake, the plan is usually we go to like Splash, whatever day they do their little firework thing, and we spend the day up there. So that's what we did Thursday. We went there, and then as soon as pretty much the park closes, we go over to the rec department, literally across the parking lot, and sit in center field of field 4 and watch fireworks. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of sucked this year.
Really?
Yeah, I was not impressed, dude. For the first, it was probably 30 minutes long, right? For the first 20 minutes, I think it was one firework at a time. Boom, boom. I'm like, brother, what is going on? This is the most boring fireworks show I've ever seen in my life. And I mean, the finale was good, obviously. Like, I don't know. I'm just into the, like, I want it to look as bright as possible for as long as possible, right?
Yeah.
Like, to my, like, firework thing is like, let's see how much stuff we can explode in the shortest amount of time possible.
Yeah, right? I get that.
So they kind of, I mean, they ended up being halfway decent. And then we leave, and then that's on the 3rd they did theirs. Why they did it on the 3rd, I have no idea. But the only thing I can think of is the company that was doing the fireworks was getting paid more money by somebody else to be there on the 4th.
Probably.
So, and then Friday the 4th, we went to my in-laws in Swearim from about 12 to 4. Ate some food, and then went to a little town called Adrian. Adrian! Sorry. And watched their fireworks. And their fireworks wasn't bad. I mean, it's a town like, I mean, it's like Coptown. Like, it's tiny.
Yeah.
And they had pretty good fireworks. So.
There you go. Well, I was thinking about going and riding the buggies late at night to watch, just ride around. I'll definitely be seeing a few.
Right.
Nah, man, I was. I mean, literally 9 o'clock. I was like, man, I'm getting tired, bro. And so we went to the house, but we called it a day. So
nothing wrong with that.
But I fixed my driveway, and that was a chore all day. On the 4th.
The whole thing fixed?
Pretty much. Definitely. I mean, I drove Brittany's car down it today. So yeah, I mean, it's good.
That's good. That's the bad thing is, like, you would think, because there's 2 other houses that use that driveway?
Yeah, I know. I think the same thing. Which the one house at the front, they don't really have to use it as much, because when it gets bad, it's me and the other people. But I say that it was real bad at the front. Yeah, 2 big old holes. Yeah, but I don't know. But there's an old man that lives in the front house. Oh, and he broke his back about 3 years ago, so he can't do a whole lot no more.
Yeah, I've never even seen anybody in that front place. The only place I've seen is the one that's out there, like back there towards your house.
Yeah, no, but they just moved in, because I just got new neighbors. So.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they've been there maybe a month and a half, 2 months probably.
Oh, really?
So yeah, they're pretty fresh, and they're gonna. I just heard. Mom told me, I was like, I'm a very quiet neighbor unless I'm shooting my gun. Or.
But you have 70 acres to do it on, like.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, you don't really, I don't be blaring music.
Right.
I live in the country. There's literally, I mean, no one cares, but I try to be kind of quiet. But unless I'm shooting my gun, or it's football season. Football season's a little different. I didn't know we were as loud as we are. I understood when we're out there at night outside watching the game, I kind of knew we were kind of loud. Mom said, "Yeah, I've heard y'all from my camper." I said, "Oh boy."
Ain't no way. That's crazy.
I said, "Do what?" She said, "Yeah, I was walking inside the dog, and
oh my gosh,
I heard y'all from the
I didn't think we
camper."
were that loud. I mean, that's
Me neither. That's pretty loud.
probably what, 600 yards, 600 feet at least. Well, let's see,
600 yards.
600 yards. Yeah,
I mean, most of it's open field. Let's be honest.
that is true. I mean, you got one tree, like two tree lines to go through, but like
that's it. But that's
golly. And we be the same. Like, it's not like we're louder because we're outside.
No,
we're the same inside too, which is crazy to think about. Holy cow! Oh my gosh!
Which I told Mom. I said, "Well, whenever I lived with y'all, like I didn't yell, more out of respect for Dad and Mom, just y'all.
Yeah.
As soon as I got in my place, it was over.
Yeah. This is
it was over. Like, I do what I want.
I make the mistake for the most part until my wife says something else. But
yeah, and then I just do say yes, ma'am. Sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, that's insane. That's a long way to be healed. I mean, how good could she hear us is the question.
I didn't ask. I just said that's insane.
I mean, if she could hear us like clearly, that is wild.
There's no way. She just heard yelling. There's no way.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yeah, I know if something good or bad happens." I said, "You definitely don't hear if something bad happens. We are not yelling if something bad happens.
No, we're not yelling if something bad happens.
If we do, it's very quiet, and we're probably we're just pretty much mad. We just sit there. What the heck are they doing? Like, that's about as loud as it is."
Yeah. That's wild. But, I mean, come on. They had, your old neighbors had all kind of animals and stuff over there. We couldn't have been too distracted.
Yeah. Hey,
that sound would have had to go through the whole house. Like,
they definitely hear it if they're outside, but like,
oh yeah,
in their own house, that would be like, we have to be on a new level.
Yeah. Now I can hear my neighbors sometimes in my house. I can hear them. I can hear their music.
Well, we're not playing music.
I know. I swear, I think them jokers, huh?
We just yelling.
Yeah. I swear I can hear my neighbors. I think they're deaf because they play music literally 24/7. Loud music 24/7, constantly. I'm like,
yeah, that's crazy.
How do y'all hear anything? Like, somebody in there.
How do y'all have a conversation?
You know what I mean?
Do y'all not have a conversation either, though?
Yeah, like somebody's talking, like it's a house full of people. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. 7 for sure, maybe 8 people. I don't know if the one lady's still alive or not, but she's an older lady.
Yeah,
actually owns the house. But buddy, I don't know how anybody talks in there, or hears their phone, or watches TV or anything. There's constantly like just music, just thumping over there. I'm like, holy crap, bro.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I'm all for listening to music, but trust me, I love music, but that would get annoying. It gets annoying living here, and I don't even live. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got one neighbor that's never quiet, and then I got another neighbor. I don't even know they're alive anymore.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't think I've seen them in 6 months. For real. Yeah. The bad thing is they have dogs in like cages outside, like out back.
Yeah.
And it don't look like they're not getting fed. But I never see a light on. Just the grass.
That's weird.
Never mowed. Never seen it mowed. This year it hadn't been mowed yet.
Holy cow, it's getting long.
Trees are still down in their yard from the hurricane. Like I'm telling you, I don't know that they live there.
That's wild.
Couldn't tell you.
Dude, my neighbor, I have the same conversation with the old man over there.
Yeah.
I have the same exact conversation with him every single time I talk to him.
Really?
Dude, every single time. He talks about the old neighbor, then he'll talk about his animals that he used to have, and then we'll talk about, dude, the exact same conversation every single time.
Old people are in a, like, simulation almost.
I don't even get it. Like, whenever, he's a nice old man, but, like, I'm cutting grass or whatever up towards the front, and he's pulling in. I'm like, oh, crap, here we go. Let me turn off the mower.
Make sure I don't see him.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Yeah. My father-in-law was like that. He would tell me, dude, the amount of times I've heard the exact same story.
It's like, are you young?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fake, like, not knowing anymore. Like, at a certain point, it's just like,
oh, that's where I'm at now. I'm just like,
yeah, brother. You told me this last week. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I heard that. What were you about to say?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you was about to say something. So, Shane sent me a Snapchat over the weekend as well. He's not here to tell his own story, so we're gonna make up.
Were you sleeping whenever he sent that to you? The only reason I ask is because we were at my house, and he goes, I sent the Snapchat to Andy an hour ago. He still ain't opened it. I said, he's probably sleeping on his couch.
When was it?
It was on Thursday. And it was about...
No, I was at the fireworks.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have
it was about six, probably around... That was probably about 5.
Oh, no, I was at the water
15.
park. I was at the water park. It closed at 6. So that's why I didn't have my phone on me.
So what'd you say whenever... So, sorry, we're kind of beating around the bush a little bit. Shane bought a buggy.
Yeah,
Thursday.
Shane bought a side-by-side. Hopefully he's okay with us telling that on here. If not, sorry about it.
You should have been here, my friend. I apologize. Kind of.
Sorry, not sorry.
He's going to hear this anyways, bro. You don't listen to our stuff.
Yeah, that's a fact. He has no idea. What were you saying there?
So
out of Snapchat.
Yeah, I was. So what were you thinking whenever you got it? Were you think he was just looking? Were you thinking he bought it?
Well, the Snapchat he sent me, I swear I think it's still it was in a parking lot still.
It was. He sent me the same one. I was on the way to go pick it up.
Oh, you had to go get it?
Yeah, so he bought it in Vidalia.
Yeah.
So, he had to go straight there because they closed at 5.
Thursday, by the way. Like, wasn't he supposed to be at work?
No, we shut down Thursday about 3-ish.
Oh, okay.
Which he actually took a personal day, and then we put an AC unit in him.
Yeah.
In Courtney's dad's house, and then so he was running the numbers up while we were doing it with the people.
Yeah, gotcha.
But so he went straight there. They closed at 5. He got there like 5 after 5. They waited on him, and they did the paperwork. And I went to here, grabbed the trailer, and then met him over there.
Yeah. So when I saw the Snapchat, my first instinct was, dang, that joker's looking at buggies. And then I was like, Shane don't usually just go and look at stuff like that. Like, he's not going to go do something until he is either ready to buy it or, well, pretty much that's it. Like, if he goes and looks at it, he's already done the numbers to make sure he can afford it, all the preliminary stuff. Like, I'll go look at it and say, yeah, this would be nice, but not buy it.
Nah, I'm not like that neither. I'll call them, see what's up or something, or I'll be online seeing what's up, and then I'll do my math on my end or whatever. And then when I'm ready, that's what I did. I was like, I'm out.
Yeah. So I was like, I sent back, I was like, brother, no way you bought that or something like that. And then the next one I got was like him driving it. It was at night at that point. Like, I just seen the dash. I was like, that's wild. this man just bought a new side-by-side. I'm happy for him, though. He's been talking about one for a while.
Yeah, he has. He's been wanting one real bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
is that the one you sent him on Facebook?
No, a little different.
Sent one to him on Facebook like a week or two ago. That was. No, I think that was in at Power Sports. I think. But he said it was no. That was the one that had all the like the.
Yeah, the bells and whistles on it.
Yeah. But yeah, and I was like, I asked him, I was like, so how much, what was it and all that, and he told me, and he said, well, you probably do a little bit better, your credit's probably better than his, my credit's probably better than his, and I said, I don't really care, I ain't going to buy side by side. I have a four wheeler, like if I really have to have something to ride, I have a four wheeler. You got a buggy, he's got a buggy. Your dad's got a buggy. My dad's got a buggy. Y'all have another buggy out there that doesn't. What at this point it just kind of gets.
It's exactly what Dad said. He said, "So what do I have the old Ranger for at this point?" He said, "There's not a point in having it."
Yeah,
like I might just get rid of it at this point.
So it's like, buddy, I'm not going to buy a buggy. One, all the people I know like that I'm pretty close to that has buggies, I'm not buying one. And two, if I buy anything, it's going to be another duck boat, and I'm struggling, I'll tell you that. I am. I went to the river. Me and Shane went and ran catfish lines, and then like
when y'all doing that again?
We're supposed to do it again this weekend, but I'm gonna be out of town.
So it's not this weekend.
So I'm not this weekend. He said something about still doing it. I don't know how or who's going to go with him, but he definitely don't need to do it by himself. I don't think you can do it by yourself.
Well, I know Robbie talked about going, but I don't know if he's going or not. Robbie asked me if I was going. I said, but I don't even know when they're going.
Yeah, we're supposed to go this coming up weekend, but I can't go. We're going to Helen, Georgia for so I don't remember if we're going tubing or something. I don't know. For we're going up there Friday night, waking up Saturday, tubing, like down the river or something, floating down the river, and then coming back Saturday evening.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So, but
short and sweet, baby.
Yeah, quick to the point. But yeah, so we went and did the catfish lines a couple weeks, probably a month ago at this point. I went to the river the next weekend. Callie and Courtney went and sat at the sandbar, the following weekend. And as soon as I got off the river, all my TikTok was duck boat this, duck boat that, duck boat this, duck boat that. And I'm like, man, I don't need, there's nothing really wrong with my boat. It's got some minor stuff that I, can fix on it and yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. But I was like, I don't really need one. And then it just kept on and on and on and on and on. And then next thing I know, the last time we posted a podcast, I had 4 different boat companies pulled up on my internet, looking at all kind of different models and why this model does better with this and this and that. From Havoc to Edge, what was the other 2? Prodigy. I looked at Prodigies. Those are like, that's like,
I've heard there's a Mac Daddy.
Yeah, those are like they're definitely the nicest boats as far as duck hunting goes wise. As far as, I don't know how tough they are. I have no idea. I'd imagine that they're going to be pretty tough. Havoc, I have a Havoc. So I can vouch for Havoc, specifically because I have one.
Yeah.
And it's tough. I mean, me and Shane have had that boat completely out of the water on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
Again, then I looked at, I think Tracker just come out with like I think it's called a periwing or prairie wing or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the duck. It's like their Havoc dupe copycat type thing. I was looking at all of them. Custom paint jobs, turf floor. I mean, buddy, when the next one I get, it's gonna have everything I want on it. It's gonna have it from when I pick it up. Like I'm not doing the whole well, I'll just get the base, just stock, very dry bone stuff, and I'll do the rest of it. Nah, buddy, when I pick it up and go put it in the water, it's gonna have everything I want on it. I ain't gonna have to do nothing.
Yeah, I heard that.
And then I found Havoc is putting on what's called a Freedom outboard, bro. Have you heard about the Freedom outboards?
I don't even know what that is.
So it's an outboard motor, just like a regular Yamaha, Mercury, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a closed loop water system on it. So you can run it you can treat it like a mud motor, but it's an outboard motor. It looks kind of funky, I will say. But like people so it's got on the top, so on the Callan, there's some hoses that come from the bottom that run beside the foot of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's got like two little wings that come off of it looks like.
So it don't pee.
It does not. No.
So that would be wild.
Right? So these hoses, everybody, like a bunch of comments and stuff are like those hoses are going to get caught on something running through the woods in it or the timber or whatever. Those hoses are going to get caught on something and rip off. This is no good, yada, yada, yada. Well, Havoc is like putting it on their boats. First of all, Havoc's not putting anything on their stuff that can't withstand the crap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Havoc has a video up where they had a Havoc boat sitting on the trailer, like in their parking lot, with this Freedom outboard motor on it. They take a strap and run it around just the hoses. It's 4 hoses. Run it around the hoses, hook the other end to a side-by-side, and snatch the entire boat off the trailer and drag it through the parking lot by the hoses. And then start the motor up, and it runs fine.
My God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, holy crap, brother. Like, that's wild. So, like, I kind of want one of those just because the fact of, like, you don't have to worry about nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it treats it at that point, it's just like it's like a car at that point.
Yeah.
Just a closed.
Yeah. That's awesome. That makes so much sense.
I don't understand why that hadn't been a thing, like, forever.
Yeah. Is there a radiator or something on it? Like, how's it cool itself down?
So the where the cavitation plate is down by the prop,
yeah,
there's 2 like wing looking things that are made out of like hard cast aluminum or I don't know what it's all made out of, but those are what your quote unquote are radiator.
Gotcha.
They called it something different, but it's the exact same. That's what the water runs through. And there's a water pump on the front of it. It's got like looks like a little shark fin on the top of the Callan type thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a water pump that sits on it. And,
yeah, why ain't they? That's awesome. That's dope.
It come out because a lot of the like public land hunting in like Louisiana, Arkansas, and stuff over there where everybody's running those mud motors. They're doing so much stuff to them, and they're making them so loud. They saying that it's ruining the woods with all the noise. So they're starting to ban them, starting to ban mud motors. So,
oh wow,
they're trying to find something that is quiet like an outboard, but can perform like a mud motor, and that's what they come up with. So it's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie though.
It sounds like it.
I really want one of those I really want. I mean, I looked at just buying that motor and putting it on my boat.
Yeah.
But I could go buy another boat for what that motor costs.
Yeah.
They're not.
I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine.
They're pretty sick though. Pretty sick.
But yeah, I want to give me a boat for next summer. I don't want that big. I wouldn't be able to use it very much around here.
Oh, that is true. You can't use it pretty much at all over there.
Yeah.
Usually,
I want like
John Boot with a 9.9 on it.
That's what I told Brittany. I want like a 10 to 14 foot little boat, and have a little 9.9 or something.
Somebody I know is selling one.
Who is?
Somebody I know. I just looked at it somewhere the other day.
I mean, I'm not like ready right now, but
well, he's not like promoting selling it. He's just saying he don't use it. So if somebody wants to buy it, he'll probably sell it to him. Type thing. Mr. Andy from church.
Okay.
It's up there in the front.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, him. It's a little stick steer.
Yeah, those are sweet.
Yep. I think he has a 25 on it.
Mm-hmm.
Full start, 4-stroke. No, it's not a stick steer. It's a tiller handle. He had it folded back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Shane was showing me while he was here earlier today, he showed me a boat or whatever. And I was like, I was looking for the tiller handle. I was like, oh, this is a stick steer. He goes, oh, I didn't even realize that. But it was a nice little boat. Little 14-footer.
Yeah. I can't drive a stick steer, bro. Can't do it.
I've never done it. So if I do get a stick steer, it's going to be wild.
Yeah. But you have to remember which way is which way. Like, because the stick goes forward and backwards to go left and right. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I guess once you kind of figure it out, like, it's just like anything, but.
Yeah, I'm sure. Shoot, my first time being on a zero turn, I was like, I don't know. It's just like, what the heck is
what am I supposed to do with these?
Where's the steering wheel, man?
No. Yeah, it's nice having a little boat, but it comes with issues, always.
Everything, man. Yeah, and that's not happening.
No. Well, if I buy another duck boat, it's gonna be brand new.
Yeah, no, I get that. But you use yours more than I would.
Yeah.
Mine's gonna be a summertime, go to the sandbar type of thing. Yeah. Maybe go fishing once or twice a year.
Yeah, like just to kind of have something if you want to go to the
yeah.
Hook it behind the side by side, pull it down the dirt roads to the river.
Exactly.
Let's do it. You know what I mean? Like the chance of it getting put behind a truck is already very slim.
Yeah, it's gonna be slim. Yeah, it'll only be to go meet y'all and go to the freaking sandbar.
Buddy, there's the other weekend we was at the sandbar and a John boat come out there and it put we put in where we go frogging in and all that, right?
Yep.
And we went to what the heck's it called? That big sandbar.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anyways, dude, there was a John boat to come out there that had a 6 on it. Like, I don't know, 6 horsepower motor on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother, that
it took him forever.
Dude, he left, I swear he left an hour before we did, and we passed him before he got halfway.
So
I was like, oh my God.
Dad told me, so he said, you buy a little boat, you can have that little motor that I have sitting in the garage.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I went and looked at it. That job is a 4-horse, dog.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. I would be.
Yeah. You're going to be driving faster than that.
I mean, for the river around here, maybe. But if I'm trying to go to the sandbar, it's going to take me an hour
it would take
or so to get there.
Forever.
Especially if I'm going upriver. Oh my!
Yeah, that's where we passed him going up. That one guy going up river, and I swear that joker looked like he was sitting still in the current. Like, this man is struggling.
He's gonna run out of gas.
Dog was struggling. Hey, I guess he made it. I have no idea. We just kept on moving. So, but yeah, I don't know though. I saw a thing today. The guy said, "I'm tired of the summer stuff." He said, "I'm done fishing." He said, I'm pretty much done going to the sandbar." He said, "I'm ready to shoot a deer. I'm ready to see ducks fly." He said, "I'm ready to kill something." I was like,
I heard that. I'm there. I'm already there too. I'm tired of the heat. I'm ready for football season, and I'm ready to sit in a deer stand.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait for football. Dad's remember I told y'all we moved his corn back a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Dad has had deer out at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like all over the place. He put some corn out there, checking them out. Hopefully it's not too early and but if they get out there and they realize that they can be safe out there for this long, maybe they'll think they're safe.
I mean, there's always he'll kill something open in the morning, probably, unless he's like waiting for a buck.
No,
but
Dad's waiting for something that walks out that don't have spots.
Yeah, he'll probably kill something for open in the morning because they are going to get in a routine, but there's going to be a good amount of deer. I swear they know the open in the morning. They know, and he instead of seeing 5 to 10, I don't know how many he sees whenever they're scoring out there at 4 o'clock, there'll be 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird. Most of the time, I mean, that's the research I've done. Yeah. It's very, very weird how they know, but they know.
I wonder if it's something to do with, like, they've got to pick up some type of scent, I'd imagine.
It has to be everyone's starting to get ready for it.
They see a lot more movement in the woods and
have to. And it is coming up. Cameras are getting set out. Daggone. Because like us, we keep our cameras out year round. Right. But people in like hunting clubs don't really do that, you know? And then plus they're getting new members, so there's more cameras.
Yeah.
Then people are putting out corn a month before or shoot the weekend before.
Yeah.
And so
they've been here all year.
Yeah. So I really think they just like, okay, it's time. And then that first morning, everyone's in the woods, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And so after that,
not so much during bow season, but especially during rifle.
Yeah.
Open rifle season.
I see a lot of deer during bow season. Cause for one, you can't shoot far. You know? I mean, me personally, I'm not shooting over 30 yards. I'm not comfortable shooting over 30 yards, especially the compound. My crossbow, if I sighted it in, I probably would shoot further, but I probably wouldn't even shoot it further.
Yeah.
But yeah, rifle season, oh, bro. Especially around here, because it's just, that's what most people wait for, because it's 2 weeks or something like that. It's not long. No, it's like
it's a month.
I don't think it's, I was about to say, I think it's a month. Yeah. But it's not very long.
Mid-September, and then rifle season comes mid-October.
Yeah. So it's not like crazy long. And so and our gun season around here is so long. Like the past few years, I thought everyone's gun season was this long. You know, I thought it was just how everyone was.
Not?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bro, like Pennsylvania, they got a 2-week gun season.
No way.
Done. Most of us bow season.
Suck, bro.
So
guess you have to get real good at a bow.
Yeah. I mean, they mow them down. Crossbows have kind of changed it a little bit since you can, like shooting a gun. Yeah. So they're kind of complaining, everyone, which they always say, like, I don't really care if you're old or a kid, blah, blah. But yeah, people get all butthurt about using crossbows.
Yeah. I get it, but at the same time, it's like,
if it's legal, and that's their thing, it's legal. So they obviously ain't going to be like, I don't know. I get it, but it's like it's legal. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah, it ain't gonna be long though. I mean,
Oh yeah, I'm ready for the weather to start changing, man. I hope, and we got another month and a half of hot weather probably.
yeah,
It starts cooling off.
We got 2 months, and then football season starts.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
The end of August, last week in August. I think.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. That's what it was last year because it got moved up. Because usually it was the week after or something like that. But
I think week 0 is like considered the like it should be like the 30th of August. Oh, that's Labor Day weekend too. Heck yeah, boy. But yeah, it'll be here before you know it, boy. Golly, man, that just makes me realize how far behind I am at work. Oh my gosh.
it don't. Yeah, it does, don't it? Oh man,
We're swamped.
That's a good thing then.
It's a good thing. It is. People calling now like, I need to get these trees done, like that are not on our list to get done. Like we don't have an estimate for them. I need to get these trees done before hurricanes get here. Yeah, sorry. We'll put you on the list, but we ain't getting to you before the hurricane gets here. Hurricane season gets here. First of all, hurricane season's already here. Like it starts in June. Second of all, if you wanted to get like trees done before September, you probably should have called May or March.
Yeah.
Yeah, March, not May. Yeah, it's buddy. It's a good.
That's here.
It's a great problem, but
it can get overwhelming. You're like, dude, there's just so much.
Yeah, for sure. If I could keep people around, if I could keep enough help, I could probably keep 2 crews busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that point, you'd have to have 2 of everything: 2 skid steers, 2 bucket trucks, 2 dump trailers, 2 stump grinders, 2 everything.
No problem.
Yep. Then your overhead doubles.
Yeah.
And your income goes up by a quarter.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. We'll get to it when we can. Well, what else you got?
Shane, when he got here today, we went in the road and we got to a stop sign on a dirt road. He pulled up beside me. He goes, "Hey, when we get back, let's put your tires on my buggy. I just want to see if they'll fit." I'm like, oh golly, here we go. He's already starting to. Yeah. He's already got the things going, son.
Wheels is turning, boy. His head be turning.
So, yeah, we did it, and then I already told you this, but it barely. I have 31s, and I'm about to get new tires, and that might be one reason you want to see if they fit. But yeah, he's like, I might be able. They barely scrubbed. I'm talking barely. So
I bet them things was tucked up in there too, boy.
Yeah, they were tucking a little bit, because I mean it comes stock with 27-inch tires, and he threw 31s under it.
God my, that's what, 4 more inches? Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a huge. That's
4 inches is a lot,
dude. So that's at least average.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, at least. But yeah, I was like, but because so I told him, I was like, I'm getting rid of them because I don't like them odd, because I got truck tires on, and so I was like, go take it for a test drive. And I asked Courtney, I said, what's his plan? He was like, you wanting to get him? I don't know what his plan is. This is spur of the moment. I didn't know he was wanting to. I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey, it's never.
It won't.
You never.
I'll be surprised.
Especially whenever you.
Go ahead.
But whenever you buy something and you don't like, you usually want to do something with it. Like it's not very often. Like his plan before he bought a buggy was like, I want to get it and have it ready when I'm there. Like done. I want it to be done. But things just don't work out like that. So
Yeah.
not always. So
Right.
he was like, yeah, he was pretty.
I would be willing to bet that he don't keep those stock tires on there. I bet before Tuckahoe, he has new tires on there.
I could see it because I literally I was on Marketplace before we went to church this morning. It's because on my stock set I have a hole in one of my tires, and I want to keep a stock set that is okay to ride on if I need to. So I was on Marketplace looking this morning, and I seen 30-inch tires that were brand new because they took them off their buggy, and that were $300.
Yeah.
So, and I was like,
yeah, you can definitely find them
yeah, same.
for not a.
And he's not wanting to go as aggressive as I am. He wants to kind of keep it a little more mild.
Yeah.
Like the tires I have on now, he's like, that's the most aggressive I would want to go. That's my max.
Yeah.
And
But yours are mud, like truck mud tires.
Yeah. They're an aggressive truck mud tire.
Yeah.
Like more aggressive than like I guess a normal one, but yeah. That's what he wants. He said, I want more of a truck mud tire. I don't want a UTV mud tire. UTV mud tires are kind of
atrocious.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
And they tear up everything.
They can for sure.
You can't drive through anybody's grass and turn your wheels and not rip their grass.
And that's another reason I want stock tires, because my next set aren't going to be crazy. They're going to be a little more aggressive than what I have now, but not crazy. I don't think. Y'all might think different. I don't know. We'll see when I get them.
I don't mind the aggressive tire on a, like...
No, I don't either. I love it.
Like, it doesn't bother me.
But, like, if I want to go take it somewhere that is, like Sage's work, for example.
Right.
I couldn't take my buggy now with the tires that are on it now out there. They'd see it and be like, no, you're not driving out here.
Yeah.
So... Yeah.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do there.
Yeah.
Well, you have a hole in one of your tires, you said?
One of my stock tires.
How'd that?
I clipped the bush hog and it put a slash in it.
Dude, I seen a thing the other day of a it's like a sidewall plug or something.
Dude, that thing is wild, ain't it?
You see, it's like an orange little
orange little thing.
hanging up with a ratchet.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
I mean, that'll get you back to the campsite as long as you can put airbag in it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you get that big of a slash like I did,
yeah, the air's gone.
I mean, it's a good 2-inch slash. I mean, 1.5 inch. The air's gone immediately.
Yeah,
I heard it and it went, and I was like, golly, bro! I just clipped that stupid bush hog. Sure enough, and you can see it. You were able to see it on the bush hog, the piece of or the rubber or the black.
Oh,
not no more, but
yeah.
Yes, I hit the corner, sharp corner too, son. It wasn't a rolled off gold corner. That sucker was pointy.
Yeah, that's tragic. It's a good thing is it's your backup tires.
Yeah, I was actually riding on them. I don't even remember why.
I took off because you didn't like the way they ride for a little while.
That's what it was. I was like, nah, I don't like how they ride. I'm gonna get new ones. Let me just put the stock ones back on. Because like little man, in that during when little man's in the car seat and then between me and Brittany, we're riding, like
bouncing all over the place.
I'm like, Jesus, he's gonna break his neck.
Yeah. Hold it still.
So, yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, all right. You ready to get up out?
You good?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good, Bubba. I think we kind of said what we need to say.
Yeah. I guess before we get out of here, we'll plug social media one more time and we'll get up on out of here.
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, a TikTok, and an Instagram. Y'all go like, follow, subscribe, give us a comment. It'll be greatly appreciated. Also, y'all subscribe to our, what's this called? The podcast, Spotify, Apple.
Yeah.
Give us a subscription over there. It'll be greatly appreciated as well.
Yes, sir. With that being said, guys, this has been another episode of the Southern Roots Podcast. I'm Andy.
And I'm Seth. Remember, always keep those Southern roots.